Yeah. It's your boy oO5 Dynasty. What's good? What's good? What's good? Doing some dishes, family chores. But I have to go out of the house and do some other things. Well, I posted a couple videos today. Yeah, I posted a couple videos today on these platforms, just messing around, talking about some stuff. The last time I did a live stream, the video was like popping, like the audio was messed up a little something. And I don't know why, because I did it on my phone. I've never had that problem before. So I need to see if it happens again. If it happens again, I gotta figure out what's going on with my phone. Maybe it's the app here on YouTube, or maybe it's my iPhone. It should be my iPhone. No, I mean it's just maybe it's some type of setting. But yeah. So your boy doing dishes. Needed a soap, Get this stuff nice and clean. Get this kitchen nice and clean for the family when they come home. Then I'll probably go back in there and work on some beats, some music. But I'm just doing me today. I'm chilling. I'm not fighting and arguing with people, but I'm not talking I'm not talking my crap, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate when I talk because I don't go along with what they want me to say or what they think I should be doing. A lot of people think I should be making content on other companies, like how they do, so I could start to grow in that way, and that's not what I want to do. A lot of people think that money is any and everything, and they think like a person like me is not successful because they don't go out there and chase a dollar bill. This is what they think. This is the problem to me. What they're thinking is that everybody wants money, 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 and they want clout, and they want fame, and they want to look a certain way. No, if I wanted to look a certain way, then I would act a certain way. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to look like a famous rap artist, well then you will never see me come online with my hair looking like this. Like I would always make myself look official. Like you very rarely see a famous person looking out of character, which is technically not really their character. That's not really who they are. When they're at home, they don't have makeup and stuff on. They're probably in sweatpants and like some bummy ass tennis shoes and just doing something just regular, normal. People forget that we're normal human beings on this earth. People don't know how to be normal anymore, man. So I come on here, I do dishes. Like I can easy just constantly pump out content to make myself look like the best New York rap artist ever. Like I have the skill set to manipulate the viewer. I know how to do it. I've been studying this game for so long, and I know all aspects of it. I just choose not to do that because it's not real. I don't think you are humble when you do stuff like that. I don't think you're a humble person when you do it because you just do it because you know it's just a way to the bag. It's just a way to money. And I get it. I get it. That's the system. Now you have to understand me when I say that. That's the system. Meaning, when you grow up, that's all you see. When you go to school, that's all you're taught. When you look at TV and commercials and movies and listen to the radio, advertisements, magazines, it's all polished. It's all promoting a brand. It's all promoting something. And a lot of times somebody's using somebody else or somebody else's way to make it. I get it. I understand it. I was a part of that type of stuff too when I was making my content on a regular basis. But something inside of my soul couldn't live with that. Even when I was getting a lot of views at one point in time earlier this year or last year. I was getting a lot of views. But I was I was doing it by mistake. That's the thing that was so crazy about me. I wound up jumping on the bandwagon, talking about a topic that I wasn't even talking about. I saw somebody else talking about it. I jumped on the bandwagon, and I started to get a lot of views. Trust me, and subscribers. So I know the effects of it. But at the end of the day, it did not feel good to me to do that. I didn't feel humble as a person, even while it was going on. I think I even put out a video saying like, "Wow, man, I see the effects of this." I think I did put out a video like that. Something I put out like that. I can't remember. 'Cause I don't watch those videos, but I put something out saying like, "Wow, I see the effects of like when you jump on something." So I get it. Like people will jump on, and I haven't been name dropping companies anymore. I try not to name drop anything anymore because you name drop it's World War III against you, or people say you're chasing something. So I try not to say no names anymore. I'm trying to go the rest of my career, if possible, limiting the amount of names that I use. Period. I don't want to do it. But let's say if I was to make videos specifically on one topic or one company that I do not own, but they have their fan base already, and they have people who are constantly searching up their hashtag or URL or their at, then I will be able to make and climb just like everybody else that's doing that. But to me, that's just not humble, man. It's not. It doesn't feel good to do that. So something cool happened today. I was driving my kids to school, and they're young though. They're young. They're young. But we were driving to school, and we was talking about stuff. And one of the things that came up was like, one of my sons was like, "Oh, I want to be a fireman," and I was like, "Ah, that's cool." I said, "But why don't you think about being a boss, like owning your own stuff?" And they kind of didn't get it because they're young. But I was like, "Listen," I said, "Well, why don't you right now start thinking about how could you gain the knowledge and the skills and the income?" And they're little. I'm trying to tell you, they're little to buy your own fire department. You know what I mean? Like become a boss. But this I said there's many professions out there, a ton of them, so many. Entertainment, there's construction, there's the food industry. I said, but don't think that you have to work for somebody else. So then my son is like, "Yeah, but they say this." I'm like, "Yeah, they do say that. Like when you go to school, they tell you like, oh, or they ask you the question, who do you want to be like when you grow up? Like, what profession do you want to go into? Who do you want to work for?" Like, these are the questions that they ask you, and those questions are setting you up to think mentally, think like, "Oh, I need to get a job. I need to work for somebody. I need to do what this person do. I need to learn from this person." And nobody is telling these kids to go out there and be entrepreneurs and go out there and be like inventors and be innovative and just create from scratch and just try to figure out in your mind how can you do something that's different from everybody else and then become a boss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, create it, and now you run things. Like, then my kids they're like, "Yeah." Now they're in the backseat of the car. They're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the boss. I'm gonna be the boss." And all it took was for like a simple conversation and a 15-minute ride to school to get my kids to start thinking like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm not gonna do what they tell me to do, or just think about it." And I also told my kids, I said, "Listen, it's good to know what's out there and to learn the trades and the skills. I understand that." I said, "But at the end of the day, don't go into the work field and work for somebody else. Work for yourself. Have employees under you. Build your corporation." So now my kids are hyped, and they're like, "Yo, we want to do this and that." So now I'm gonna start helping them, like get like a business name for their companies, and start now while they're little. But let them work on it. work on draw. They all love to draw. So draw now. Try to draw your logos. Like, like if it's a food, if you're gonna go into the food industry, start working on it now. Your own recipes and your own designs and stuff. Like that's where I think school should be at or been at. Like instead it's always like, oh, you try to join IBM. Oh, I ain't gonna say the company name. But try to join this company. Try to join that company. Try to get a job with this person. Nah, man. Nah. Don't copy. Be original. So with me telling them now, I'm just thinking myself. I'm like, yeah, that's how I want to be. Like, I want to be original. And like one of my kids was like, don't you got a company of your own? Like, yeah. I told him, I said, yeah, I got my own stuff going on. And I said, but you see the name, right? The name is oO5 Dynasty. I thought of that myself, original. I wasn't trying to copy off any other company. And it's a real great like expression behind it. It's meaning to my name. It's meaning. It's not, I didn't make up anything. I didn't make no ghetto name. I made a dope name actually. Two versions of it too. Two versions of it. The oO5 and then the oO5 HJT version of it. So, but yeah, so I get it. I get the game of life. I get the game of life is like we live in this box or this bubble, right? We're all in this world. And many years ago, there have been systems that were created. It's like a system that's creating. And inside the system, there's things that we do. Things for like entertaining us, things for to keep us afloat. Like building buildings, highways, parkways, planting trees and nature, keeping that alive. The food industry. Then you got the entertainment industry because we're on this earth. We want to be entertained. Like I understand, like there's so much to life, but everything falls into a system. And now what I'm saying is a lot of people, all they do is follow the system. And then when somebody comes along and they don't follow the system, they don't follow the status quo, such as myself, everybody wants to hate me because they can't understand that there could be somebody who would choose not to make tons of videos on one topic that doesn't even really equate to them. Like the companies who product it is, they should be making videos on that stuff, but they're getting away with it now. They know that they know people are desperate for a dollar bill, desperate, and they're desperate for a dollar bill for many different reasons. Okay, everybody has their own reasons to try to get mad money, a lot of money. So now these companies know that they don't even have to pay for advertisement on the big major networks anymore because they just let you do it. They let you guys do it. They let you guys sell their product for them, and you're getting pennies on a dollar, pennies on a cent. Like like you think your X amount of subscribers is something. Like you really think like that means something. That don't mean nothing to them. They're making billions off of every video you put out, and you don't even know it. You can't even comprehend how fast these companies make money. How fast they make money, and how much money they make. They make it off of you. You don't even see the money. You don't even understand. A lot of y'all think y'all know business. Even I think I know a little something about business. But at the end of the day, we really don't know business like that. These people they got the game on lock when it comes to that, because this information you can't even fathom that they know about. They know of all the systems, all the AIs and the computer programs and the cookies they tracking you and all the bots and all that stuff. There's so much information that they have and they know about this world and about people in general, how people move, tick, and all this and that. You can't even, yeah. You think, but you don't know. That's the thing that's so crazy. And I don't want to be a part of making a next man's company even more successful. Just because I'm trying to get a little clout myself. No. And I think it's pretty cool I think it's pretty cool the way that I'm going also, because I'm starting to see people respect it. So I'm starting to see people come to my channel and actually hit the subscribe button without me having to promote anything but me. That is, I mean, what more can I say about that, man? Like, I literally post X amount of videos talking about the way I feel about the situation with how these, the game is. And then I post videos about my music, maybe a beat or something like that, or me talking about me writing a song, creating a song from scratch, or me rhyming really quick, showcasing like my rhyming style, where I'm from, and then people subscribe. Do you know how powerful that is, man? Do you know how powerful? That's way more powerful than somebody getting 7,000 views and maybe like 50 to 100 likes on the video because they posted the content about somebody else's product. Get what I'm saying? That my one subscriber that I got, or two or three, within the last 30 days is more powerful. Not because it's going to get me tons of money right now, but it's building up my own fan base for the future. Not to say I want fans. I'm not trying to get fans. But I'm saying, like, if you're a fan of the work that I do, my art form, me as an artist, then I that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be getting some great comments too. A lot of people saying like, yo, I like the way you rhyme. I like your style. I like your flow. I like this and that. Or some people giving me great advice saying like, oh, I don't think like, this song fits the bill, or this song is good enough for that. And I respect the information that is given, even if I don't agree with it. And some stuff I do agree with. But you best believe oO5 Dynasty be the first person to tell you I don't agree with what you're saying. Or I'll say I agree. Because I'm being real and honest. It's not scripted. It's not fake content. That's the thing. That's the thing. And there's a lot of people that do something. These people, man, some people, they know what I'm saying is right, man. But what they do is, when people know you're right, they sit there and they try to figure out in their head how to make themselves right. That's the craziest thing I've seen, and I see it a lot. I see the people. Well, I haven't been around the internet like that, but when I make my due diligence and I do my little checks and stuff like that, 'cause I do check stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I do my little checks. I see certain things, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I understand where it's coming from, man. I understand these people know that they can't do nothing to me. They can't. There's nothing they can do to me. They can't stop me from doing what I'm doing. They know they can't stop me either. In fact, even if they try to stop me, it's just going to make matters go a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? So they say their little slick stuff, do their little slick stuff, but that doesn't bother me. I just see it and I understand what it is. I understand what it is. I understand where it's coming from. They don't want me doing what I'm doing, man. They don't want me talking the way I talk. They don't want me walking the way I walk. I should automatically like them. I should automatically be on their side. I should automatically agree with everything that they're doing. And just be like, yeah, you're the best. Your mind is the best. The way you move is the best. That's what they think. That's what these people think. And then when you don't, it's a major problem. Major problem. Because what they see is, they see that they're successful. And they see that I'm not. Because they're getting more from not using their own talents. They're getting more from using other companies' names. And they think it's okay. Because the world says it's okay. So since the world says it's okay, then it's okay. But when I say, oh, I don't think that's okay, they get mad at me. Well, why? Well, why would I say it's a problem? And what everybody else says is okay. Why? I don't understand. Well, I can't say that I don't like the fact that you keep dropping videos on this specific device or a couple of devices or plugins or this or that. And I personally would respect you more and really like what you're doing more if I just saw you dropping content on you. That's bad. When I say I want to see content on you, I want to see not no content that you made up of you doing for something else. That's you go say that is me. No, it's not you. That's not who you are. That's not who you really are. You know what I'm saying? I want to see your content. I don't want to see content on this and that. I don't want to. I want you know what I'm saying? Like why? Why I got to see content on this and that when I come to your channel? Your channel says this name. Your channel says this name. That's you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming to see you, your company, your brand, your story, your movies, your music videos, your music, your lyrics, your artwork, your logo, your history, your back history. You know what I'm saying? Your story, where you came from, where you're heading. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to hear that. Like I want to. That's what you know what I'm saying. Like I want to. If I want to hear about the big company, well, I'll just go to their website. I'll go and see where their stuff is at. That was created by them, not by you. So they get mad at me. They get mad at me. So I got some updates though. I know it's like late into the video. I just rambled on for a little bit. But this is a live stream. I'm just doing it for me. I'm just doing me. Just chilling, man. I have some beats that I made a couple years ago that I never finished. One of them was a song that came out, and I since have taken it down. It's not in rotation anymore. I'm not receiving any money off of it. And anybody else that was associated with it, they're not receiving any money off of it either. So the song is dead in the water. It's done. That's one beat that I'm going to redo. And then I have a couple other beats I'm going to redo. And I'm going to redo them. And I'm going to get ready to start putting my beats out there. But my beats are going to go into a catalog, though. So I'm going to get all my beats together. See which beats I'm going to finish that I never released. Or maybe I hinted at. Like I might have put it on a live stream or something like that. Just raw, unedited type stuff. Get all my beats done and get ready to put my instrumental catalog out there so people can hear my stuff. But my instrumental catalog is going to be better than before because when I was doing my beats before, they were just inside the box, inside of this one device, and they didn't have really that dynamic feel to it. Like they didn't have that oomph. Now I have a couple of pieces of gear, outboard gear, that I can actually enhance that sound quality way better. Get it sound a lot thicker, you know, fuller, wider, that stereo filled, getting the sound move around, and the drums punchy, bass line punchy, sounding good on all devices. You know, you gotta add a little distortion and things of that nature. Get things sounding good on all devices. The small devices are hard to get that kick and that bass line to come through properly. But I'm going to get these beats done and get that beat catalog out there. Yeah. And it's just to get it out there. You know, I'm not trying to make money off of you guys. I'm not going to try to go sell it and, you know, try to get a big name artist on it. I'm not going to do none of that stuff that y'all do. I don't care. And it's not, like, if I really wanted to, I have tons of artists in my family. Literally right now. Got the young boy over there in Hempstead, New York, doing his thing. Shout out to, you know what I mean, his father, Woo. If I wanted to, I could just go right over there. It's only 2 towns away. And be like, yo, here's some beats. If I really wanted to, I could hit up my cousin Reek DeVellin, here's some beats. Easy. Industry artists already in the game. And I'm like, hey, Reek, if you don't like these beats, just pass them on to, like, you know, Ghostface and all the people that you mess with right now. Just play for them. Let them hear it. I could do any. If I really want. I'm in New York, man. I'm in New York. I'm like down the block. I'm like not too far away from all the people that y'all idolize, or or you click like on. You click like on their videos on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm not too far away from these people. You know what I'm saying? If I really want to, I could go up the block, Coney Island, go see Gorilla Nims. Like, yo, Nims, I got a beat tape, beat CD, whatever. If I really wanted to, it's so easy for me to get my beats placed. But that's not what my heart is. My heart doesn't lie. Never lied there. It would be cool, but I never seek that. I have so many famous people that I know, man, but I never seek that type of reward from the game. I've always wanted to help other people. I'm the helping type, so I've always helped my brother. That's another person. When I say, yo, Ledge, I send him mad beats. Say, yo, Ledge, yo, here you go, and just be mad greedy. Say, don't rock over nobody beats. Son, rock over my beats. I could do that. Easy. I can call Legend right now. Say, yo, come through. Yo, Tariq, come through. You know what I'm saying? Call JFK, Fetty Wave, come through. Call Low Loco, come through. You know what I'm saying? I call mad people, son. I can call like artists. I'm like, yo, I got beats, and just keep pumping them, feeding them. And then my name will just get out there just because that artists keep shouting me out. I mean, different ways, so many ways, man. Like, come on. I could do it easily. I don't even try. They're not here about me. I'd rather be here washing my dishes, chilling, humble. I had a nice breakfast today, which was hot water. Yeah, I drink 3 cups of hot water. Last night I drank 3 cups of green tea, plain, no sugar, straight. I'm trying to clean my gut. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to watch my diet, so I'm cutting the sugar out. I only have 4 chicken nuggets today. That's it, 4 chicken nuggets. And after this, I'm gonna go for a walk. I got time. I'm gonna go for a walk before I go get my kids. Got to get the body back in motion. Got to get healthy again. But anyway, I can literally get placed. A lot of y'all struggling. Y'all post beats online every day. Y'all don't know nobody. You don't even have a way in the game. I have a way literally in the game instantly if I want to. All I got to do is make sure my beats are tight. Meaning like the bottom end got to be dope. Meaning if I want to, I could just make beats similar to the way they're making beats now with the 808s and stuff like that. Make a couple trap beats and stuff like that, and then just send it over. I can do it. If I was desperate for the money, or you know what I'm saying, just to get out there like that, I can literally do that. I can literally just do whatever everybody else is doing and get out there fast, man. So I have the beat Pop Shells at him. Love that beat. It's dope. Now, when the beat was made, okay? When the beat was made, I did not finish the beat. I never finished it. It's like raw, man. It's raw. It's a raw beat. But it's dope. It's hip-hop, man. It's hip-hop, but it needs a little bit more to it. I understand that. When I did the song and I sent the beat over for the song to get mixed down and for the beat to be there, I never added anything to the beat. It was a rush process. I was rushing because I'm listening to everybody and I'm like, yeah, I need to be an artist. I need to get out there fast. And I wasn't perfecting my craft. I wasn't thinking about stop. Just perfect you, man. Don't rush. So when I sent the beat over, the beat, of course, got finished by the audio engineer at the time. So when I listened to the record, I was so hyped because that was the first time I ever heard myself really on like a record. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to impress Legend. I'm trying to impress Reek. I'm trying to impress all my family. Like, yo, I'm finally doing it, man. I'm doing it, y'all. And I just let the process go. And I like working with other people also to see what they got. So recently, I was going through all my beats and stuff like that because I am transferring my files from one hard drive to another. So basically what I'm doing is I'm backing up everything. So I bought a big 10 gigabyte hard drive. 10 terabyte hard drive. I bought a 10 terabyte hard drive because what I'm doing is on my computer, I have like 5 terabytes of content. filled up on the computer, and then I have an external 4 terabyte. Yeah, I said just think about, it's terabytes. So on my computer, I have 5 terabytes, and I have an external hard drive, which is for mobile, right, to move around with. That has like 4 terabytes, so it's like 9 terabytes. So what I'm doing is I'm transferring everything over to this big 10 terabyte hard drive. So I clear up my computer. I don't have nothing on my computer anymore, and then I could possibly wipe my computer. Like, I want to go back into my computer and start changing some stuff up, and the graphics card, things of that nature. Just change it up, make it more advanced for the time. But my computer is it's getting a little bit older now. So anyway, and also I want to free up that hard drive that moves around with me. So if I take the device that I make music on mainly, if I take that with me in a hard drive, I'll be ready to rock and roll. Plus, I want to get an SSD inside of the device too, so I can have maximum storage and just be able to just be able to rock and roll with that device, right? So as I'm doing that, I'm also planning. So once I get this 10 terabytes worth of content onto that main drive, which has it's gonna have all my stuff from like way back when, like in the 90s. All the pictures and videos from the 90s stuff is everything's gonna be on there. I'm gonna go and get another hard drive, and I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna duplicate the drive. So my plan is to have 2 drives, two 10 terabyte drives with my history on it, all the stuff, all my videos, everything. So now I could literally take one of those drives, or even both of those drives, put it in like a little safe, and I got that, and let that sit there. And then I'm gonna get another drive, and that new drive is gonna be the new drive I start working on. So then now I can just clone. I basically want to have 2 copies of all my content, right? Yeah, I think it's basically, it's like doing a raid with hard drives, but I'm breaking it up separately. I'm doing it a little bit different. Yeah, I'm doing it like that. So when I'm going through, I'm dragging the files over, and I started to see all my beats. I'm like, I got a lot of beats, but I have a lot of beats that's unfinished, and beats that were unfinished that I did songs over. So I'm like, I'm listening to the beats, and I'm like, oh, that Pop Shells Adam beat is pretty fire. I don't know if I want to just let that go to waste, because I took it off of the streaming platforms, and I no longer like associate myself with the audio engineer at that time. But I like the beat though, and I wanna, and it's my song. At the end of the day, it's my song. I wrote this song from scratch. I did the beat from scratch. I wrote my lyrics from scratch. I did the chorus from scratch. It's literally my song. The only thing is like when I was making the deals, I would say, hey, if you help me out with recording and mixing and all that stuff, I'll give you a percentage on the records. So as far as those records are concerned, any of those records, the only aspect was the mixing and stuff to that. So I put the stuff out. People got paid what they got paid. It was a little bit pennies or whatever. It wasn't money. It wasn't a lot of money at all. But now I took everything down. So my plan is to redo the beats, all my beats, all my production from back then, so I could get it up to par, so to match the new stuff that I have. So picture me sending the Pop Shells Adam beat through all the outboard gear, really get that kick and that bass going, really get that the synth sound going, really get the vocals going, because I got a nice vocal in there, female vocal in there, and plus I got my vocal in there. I think it'd be pretty dope to get that Pop Shells joint going again on like sounding like big, thick, and like New York, And another thing is when I was listening, so I listened to my original beat. When I listened to the original Pop Shells Adam beat, I was like, this is fire. But when I was listening to it, I was like, but I hear the kick drum. It's not hitting hard, like hard, but I like the bass line. Then I went and listened to the record that had got put out, that got taken down. The bass line wasn't as present as the original beat. And I didn't peep that back then. It doesn't have that same like grunge. Now, it might be because the bass itself was muddy. The bass itself could have been muddy. So when it came time for the mixing, space might have had to been made for that. I don't know, because I didn't mix the record. I can't say. But I know when I listen to the raw beat, that bass is in there. It's nice. It's a nice. Yeah, it's nice. So I'm gonna redo the beat, pop shells at them, and then possibly put the song out. I'll just mix it and master it myself. Now I'm not the best at it, but I'll do what I can, and then maybe I can send it off to people. I got people, man. I got people. I got people though. I got people. I got people. I got audio engineers out here in Long Island, New York. I got people that can mix it. You know what I mean, I can send it over to Tic Tac, just pay them, and it'd probably be better that way too because I'll just pay for the mix, and I get all the project files, get all the masters for the mix back. Get the masters for the mix. I already got the masters. I got the original masters. I got the original project files and everything for the beat and for the vocals. And for the vocals. I recorded the vocals here. You know what I mean? So I got all that. But I just want to up the ante on the beat though. I want the beat to be crazy. I want it to be real New York street. Hit hard, So that's what my mind said. You see, I got a lot of dishes I'm watching. It was like 40. They'll be taking me mad long sometimes. They be leaving. Like I got 3 kids, so sometimes when we cook at night, we be tired. So we just go sit down and relax, and then before you know, we fall asleep. I dozed off in my chair last night. So now I wake up. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, my shorty, she had to get to work. So she ain't gonna wash dishes that early in the morning. And sometimes she does, and then she'll get to work late. I'm like, nah, just chill. Just get to work, man. You know how it is, man. These companies, I hate working for these companies, you know what I mean? Anyway. So I get up and I see all the dishes. I'm like, oh, man. I don't want to do them. I technically don't want to do the dishes. I don't want to do it. But I force myself to do it. Because I'm not going to have my kids do it. I could teach them and show them the ropes, like, hey, it's how you do it, but I'm not going to have them do it after they get out of school. They're tired. They want to relax. I'm not going to have my homegirl do it because she's tired. She got out of work. She wants to relax. So I force myself to do it, and after that, I'll go back and do what I was doing. I take breaks throughout my day, meaning like from like the entertainment stuff like that, and I do daily chores and things of that nature. I call people. I'm always trying to stay ahead of the game, where it's like trying to keep my mind sharp. So I call like certain people and we talk and we build on certain things and we talk about the internet or the music industry or AI and all this different stuff, or companies, and like, where people think we should be at or what we should be doing, and like what we feel we should be doing. Like the other day ago, yo, what up Wiggs, OBK, what's up, brother? Thank you again for that interview, man. I appreciate it. Big time. As you can see, my interview was just how I am. Like just straight raw, no glitz, no glamour. It's just me. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I tried to share it as much as I could. I don't have a big following. I don't have a big fan base. And I'm doing good. And nobody, that's another reason why I keep saying thank you for the interview, because, nobody messes with me no more. All the people I did a lot of content with, all those people don't mess with me no more. They don't, because my message, they don't like my message. They don't like the fact that I point out like the way that they're growing on these platforms and the stuff that they're doing. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And, it's just one man's opinion. But, my opinion, since it's different, it rubs them the wrong way. Especially when they're getting, like, thousands of people saying, like, we love you, man. We love you. Yeah, man. I tried to share. I was to do it. Let me tell you something, dude. What I do, I go on my phone. I tell people, like, yo, on my phone, I'm like, yo, go check out the interview thing. I'm telling everybody, yo, I'm very appreciative. Like, to the point where I'm going to post it. Like, I haven't posted it yet because I'm still working on my website. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that interview in the history page on my website. So as I build the history page, you're going to be in history. Your interview is going to be in history. That was my first interview ever. So and it's always going to link back to your YouTube and your website. So this is what I be trying to tell people. Like, you never know when something can take off. Like, what if like tomorrow I say, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna make a trap beat. I'm gonna give it to my cousin Reek the Villain, and then Reek blows up with it, and they be like, oh, who's the producer? Then they come and find out that I'm the producer. Then people are gonna start to look into me and see who I am, and they'll see your interview. Like, you'll be the first interview that they see. Then they're gonna, and that's how it's a trickle effect. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so appreciative of what, you know, of that interview. And I'm appreciative of when people do stuff for me anyway. I've always been appreciative. People can't say that I've never been appreciative. Even if I don't like, see, that's the thing that's so crazy. People think because I talk the way I talk and I say stuff about the content creators and the way that they move, that I don't like them. No, it's the other way around. Y'all don't like me. Like, not I'm talking about you, but I'm talking about them. They don't like me because I'm not, you know, doing what they want me to do. I either at one point in time really like these people, and that's the reason why I was messing with them, or now I still like them, but I've fallen way back because I know for a fact that they hate my guts. So why would I, you know what I'm saying, fuck with them when I know that they don't like me and all the sneaky stuff they do behind my back? That's the crazy stuff. So, like, one thing I've never done was gone and purposely speak to somebody and speak to them in a way where it's like I'm trying to like derail them. I've never done that. I've spoken behind people's back. I've spoken to people and I've given them examples of like stuff that I don't like that this person has done. But to me, that's conversing. That's dialogue. We are allowed to express ourselves and talk. We're allowed to do that. Like, I could talk to somebody right here in my house, and I'm talking about a YouTuber or whatever, or Facebook or Twitch.tv or whoever it is, or I'm talking. I'm allowed to have an opinion and talk. So I've done that, okay? But I've never purposely went to somebody and said, "Yo, you see the content that they putting out, man? They making a bad image for you. Like, they're like, yeah, and all this and that." And after a person has worked with me directly, how do you work with me directly and you still go try to take me out? And then you try to act like you're the humblest person on earth. That's the crazy part. How do you act humble after you try to like derail me and you agree with another YouTuber who's a music industry producer who doesn't like me because I tagged them in the video? What kind of childish shit is you on? Like, yeah, I tagged you because I thought you was riding for the cause when I was rolling for the cause at that time. And then you try to make a video without saying my name, and now this person jumps on your dick because you don't like the fact that I'm saying something about the stuff that you're doing too. So now everybody's against me. So that's why, one of the main reasons why I'm very appreciative of your interview, because you don't walk the same like roads that they walk. You approach life with a different vision. That's what I appreciate about you. So, and it was a long time. Listen, it was a long time. I stopped talking on YouTube and I stopped commenting on YouTube. And I even think I told you too. I was like, yo, I'm not talking on YouTube no more because it's always a problem. So that bothered me. See, people don't understand. That bothered me because I don't like for people to leave a comment and I don't reply, because I feel like it's a little disrespectful to do that. But my hands was forced and tied because of how many people was coming at me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people coming at me, dude. And you won't see it. Like, you won't see it. But I know it's there. I missed the message that said, I'm going to bring that back up and see. I think it's here. It'll probably, let me see. Yeah, it'll probably pop back up. Oh, hold on one second. I'm trying to wash dishes. I don't want to touch the phone with my wet hands, but I missed the last message that you sent through. But anyway, yeah. So what I was saying was I'm trying to. Let me bring it back to this actually. So with my career, or the way I'm trying to go about like a career, or just my image when it comes to like an artist or just a person in general on this earth, is I'm trying to just be who I am, a realistic person. I'm a Virgo and I'm a Sigma male. Those two things are the craziest thing to have. So I'm a lone wolf who thinks heavily, like very, very deep. I might not be the smartest person in the world, but I think very, very heavily though. Like I get real deep inside my mind, right? So I'm trying to come across and to project who I am to the people, which is a person who wants to be an artist. I want to be a rap artist. I want to be a musical producer, but I also love photography. So I'm trying to do cinema photography, like movies and stuff like that. And I also love, like, graphic design, and I like dancing. So with all those different things, and but then I also have an aggressive nature. I have an aggressive personality, mindset. Like I speak, I let it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a alpha male, but I still like to get my point across. So that's what I'm trying to portray to the people in this world, my image. And I think I'm doing a good job of it, because I am getting one subscriber at a time, some comments one at a time, that's showing me that, yeah, people do respect. They can respect the person on that level. You don't have to utilize other people or big companies to get across. You know what I'm saying? That's why that interview was so real, because you got to think about it, dude. When you said, like, well, what was the question? Let me think about it. Oh, the question was, what is your weapon of choice? Well, as soon as you said weapon of choice, there was not one electronic piece of device that popped into my head. There was not one piece of software that popped into my head. There was not one analog piece of gear that popped into my head. It wasn't no like role model that popped into my head. The only thing that popped into my head was me. Me. I'm my weapon of choice. Because if it starts with me all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to put out the real. I have to put out not fake and phony stuff. That's why you see me come on this live. Like, my hair, I don't have a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like, the camera, you can see my house. I don't have green screens up. I don't have lights and none of that stuff. You see the realest person you're going to see. That's it. Nothing to stage. I don't have videos where I've chopped it like 20,000 times because I can't talk correctly. So I gotta go in post-production, and I gotta make my chops, because once I make my chops and I make my transitions, then it's gonna make me seem smarter and more educated than I really am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point, man. That's my point. My point is that these people get mad at me. Everybody's getting mad at me because I speak the real. And it was happening before this. When I was on YouTube and I was going through a lot of people's channels, a lot, like fast. I was moving to the channels fast. Like, I was making comments, which was stupid. I shouldn't have been doing it, but whatever. Some people's channels I would comment on, I would give them a real comment. Some people's channels I was doing some fake ass comments. Well, yeah, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie about it though. A lot of people lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did it. I did fake comments, okay? But some people's channels were real. I gave real comments because I liked their content. So most people's channels I did a fake comment on was because their content was the same as the next person's channel. It was repetitive. It's like, oh, this trap beat, this type beat, that type beat. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I only want the person to come back to my channel. I want them to subscribe, man. You know, the same bullshit that I talk about. I was doing it, but I stopped it. Some people's channels I would go to, right? I would leave a comment, a real comment, and I would get hate thrown back at me in the comment section. That's when it all started. That's when I realized, like, you can't say nothing. There's one guy was making beats. I don't understand what his hearing was just totally, the beat was off beat. Every beat was off beat. And everybody knows him. I would be in private conversations talking with people like, yo, this guy, man, he keep making beats that are off beat. And everybody be laughing like, yeah, his beats are off beat. But some people would be like, his beats are off beat, but yeah, I'm still give him support, man. Everybody needs support, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the only one I started to realize, like, everybody just wants to be like friendly and not want to rub people the wrong way and not be real and not be honest. And that's when it started to change for me. Way back then, way before I started talking about content creators, and I didn't really understand what a content creator was back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so slowly but surely my eyes started to get open wide to all this stuff, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna be me, be real. That's it. That's it. You're gonna take it or leave it, and that's where we at, man. So again, man, I appreciate the interview, and yeah, man, almost done with these dishes though. Got a couple more. And I still want to go on a little walk before I go get my kids. Just trying to lose my gut, lose the belly, and I know I can do it. I just, you know, I have a problem. My problem is that I'm a very strong-minded individual, but sometimes people could say things, and then I like fall into a trap. So it's like, oh, it's okay if you have this slice of pizza. Oh, don't worry, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that is a trap. So, like, I'll get manipulated a little bit, and I know that about myself now. So my main goal is to not get manipulated no more. Also, don't listen to these people. Don't get manipulated. Just stay to yourself and mind your business. So as of lately, though, I haven't really been on YouTube following stuff. I haven't been watching people. I unsubscribe from everybody. I unsubscribe, and I don't follow them. Like some people, they think I think they think that I still like watch their content, but I don't. I talk like I do. It's a manipulative like game right there. So they hear me say something about content creators. I'm just only talking about the stuff that I've seen maybe like a year ago. I just bring it up again. It's old content, but it still ruffles their feathers. Well, I don't even be seeing these people though. They probably drop like 30, 40, 50 videos talking about this, that probably made $1 million by now, and I don't even know that they made $1 million. I'm just still talking a little bit of ish. It's not hateful ish though, it's just talking, man. It's conversing, that's it. It's crazy. So, but with my kids though, so I'm trying to teach my kids, again, how to think for themselves, how to build for themselves, and not use another company to progress. I don't want my kids working for, let's say, a big soda company. And I'm trying not to name drop, okay? Maybe a big soda company. No, why are you going to work for them when you could get out there, figure out how to make the soda pop yourself, figure out how to make a dope logo yourself, figure out how to, you know, market and brand yourself, and then sell it and make it. You know what I'm saying? Don't use the next man, because when you use the next man, they can hold that over you. It's leverage they have. And people, they had leverage over me at one point in time, and I now they don't. Because you know what's cool, man? Let me just tell you what's cool. When I look at my analytics on these platforms, I used to see a certain thing pop up. And the thing that I used to really see a lot was like, oh, where your audience is coming from. Like where your audience is coming from. And a lot of my audience was coming from people that I was associating myself with at that time, or people that I didn't associate myself with, but we had like a little back and forth like beef. Now, when I look at that type of analytics, it doesn't show none of those channels anymore. None of them. Literally none. None. I'm not talking about none. So I'm starting to move away from these individuals and like recommendations of, and I'm pretty sure they don't see my content, or if they do, they're looking for it. Or you know what I'm saying? So hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very proud of that. I just got a comment. I think they laughing at me. It's okay, man. I like it when people laugh at me on YouTube. That don't bother me. That don't bother me at all. If it bothered me, then I would have been stopped doing what I do. I had people tell me, this ain't it. Like people hating on my content I post on TikTok It's in the, I don't delete their comments either. The comments is still there, but that don't bother me though. You know, because you know a lot of times people hate just because they can. You know what I'm saying? Like they know like nothing's gonna happen to them when they hate on the internet. So you gotta just take it for what it is, man. Well, let that shit be. Let that stuff ride, man. For one guy, he hated on me so much. Every time he hated on me, I said thank you. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And he kept like getting frustrated with the fact that I kept saying thank you. Like I appreciated it. Good looking out. So whatever, you know what I mean? And I guess he didn't understand what was happening. But I'm appreciative of those hating comments. Because without the hating comments, you could get sidetracked and you could forget that there's that type of energy out there. And you could think like, oh, everything that you're doing is going to please everybody. So when the hating comments come through, I appreciate it because it just confirms and it reiterates and it wakes me up again by hey, don't slip, don't fall asleep. A lot of people don't like you. Even these new people coming around with the hating, as Joe should show you, either the new people and then there's the old people. So yeah, so don't bother me one bit. It's so cool, like when I be talking with my kids, so my kids, right? They be like, one of my kids being there playing a video game, and something will happen like when he's talking with his friends and stuff like that. And I be like, well, why do you care? I say like, oh, he said this. I said, but why do you care? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Who cares? I said, the only thing you just don't do is let him disrespect you fully. Meaning, like, one kid called him an idiot. Like, you an idiot, man. You idiot. And I'm like, first off, don't let him call you idiot. Stand up for yourself. And you let him know that if he says it again, you ain't rocking with him no more. You're going to remove him off the friends list. My son's getting upset because he doesn't understand, or he likes playing with the kid. But I'm telling him that for a couple reasons. One, you need to demand that respect. That person should be respecting you all the time when they're interacting with you. And if they can't, they're going to lose out. And then when they start losing out, then they're going to change their ways. So basically, I'm basically teaching two people at one time. I'm teaching my kid, and I'm also teaching his friend, without his friend even knowing. That's crazy. It's crazy how I move, son. But it's a teachable moment. But after I tell my son that, and after, you know, I always make sure he handles his situation. So after he deals with the kid, and now they're still playing together because the kid fixes his mouth, then I also go back and tell him, like, but at the end of the day, though, you shouldn't even care, because that's that person's problem. They're dealing with something. They're struggling. Why do you think they're talking like that so freely? Look at their age that they're saying that stuff at. They're young. They're not even 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. They just barely passed the age of 10, and they're talking like that. It goes to show you that they're dealing with stuff. Something's going on in their household. Something's going on at school. They're getting picked on. They're getting bullied when they go to the park. They come home and they're on a video game. Now they want to talk all greasy to somebody who's actually being nice to them. Yeah, I'll be teaching my kids the streets, son. Even though we're not in the streets no more like that, really. The world has changed. The game has changed. People are not really out there. I still teach my kids. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, there you go. My son was like, Dad, I'm learning, man. I'm learning from you, man. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna get your ways. I said, be like you. I said, but do learn my ways, though. I said, because you need to be real on this earth. And I said, being real is gonna have people hate you. They're gonna hate you. I said, but being real is gonna allow you to be comfortable with yourself for the rest of your life. That was the key moment. That's when he was like, yeah, I'd rather be comfortable with myself. Even when we're in the house, right? My son would do something, like he'll come and be like, oh, there's a cake on the table. Like he's talking like in like I don't know what person that is. And I would tell him like, yo, cut it out. Be real. Just like that. Like I'll bark on him. And I'll bark on him as if he like stole something. You know what I'm saying? Like as he did something really, really bad. But I'll bark at him to get him to understand, like, just be real. And then he'll be like, all right, Dad, can I have the cake? And I said, well, why you couldn't just say that the first time? Like, just be real from the get-go, man. Stop being fake and phony like all these people. And now he's starting to get it. And that's how it is, man. People who come on here on these platforms, they're not real, dude. They're fake the whole time, dude. Why you gotta have all this shit in front of your lens when why do you gotta have the $20,000 camera and then all these lenses and all these lights in your room and then all the videos that you shoot, you can't even talk 15 minutes straight without messing up. You fucking up the whole video is fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you get like, you get all these subscribers and stuff like that, but you never did it off your own music. You're a musician, but you can't get the subscribers off your own music. And I'm in the same boat. So when I put out music, I don't get a lot of subscribers. I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of people talking about me, a lot of shares or comments and nothing. None of that stuff. But the difference between me and them people is I'll be honest about it. They have to figure out any way to make themselves look good. That's the difference. Anyway, I gotta finish up the last bit of these dishes. A lot of dishes, man. A lot of dishes. But I'm on the last stretch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off of here, finish this, go take my walk, and then go pick up my kids, and then probably post a video tonight. I'm gonna jump back on that vlog series. So I got those vlogs. I haven't been posting them, but I got them. They're on my computer. So I might throw a vlog up tonight or tomorrow and get back on that series. Those videos are already recorded, so I want to get those videos out there on like YouTube and TikTok, on these platforms, and get it going. But anyway, man, thanks for whoever came in today. Appreciate you. Even though it's probably somebody who don't like me, they probably just watched the video to see if I was going to say their name. But hey, whatever. It is what it is, man. Anybody, you got problems with me, man? You already know, man. Hit me up. We can talk if you want. Anybody want to do a collab? We can do collabs. Hit me up. I'm down to do some collabs, do work with people. Appreciate you, Wigs OBK, for that interview. And your boy oO5 Dynasty about to get up out of here. Let me just clean my hands off. It's like I touch the phone. There was one comment I did miss, I believe. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah, there was a comment I missed, man. I don't know how to. Sometimes working this thing is a little crazy, man. I don't know how to bring it back at times. Yeah, this is I don't know. next time. Top chat, next time. I don't know. I'm gonna cancel that. Whatever. But anyway, all right, brother. And good luck on your journey, man. You're doing wonderful. You're doing wonderful. To keep it up. The only advice I would have is, if you're still in the chat, is to don't leave your content only on YouTube. Don't leave your content only on YouTube, man. You got to get your content on these other platforms, because YouTube is only one thing, and it might be where you can make some money. We understand that. You get monetization money. We all understand that. But at the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of platforms that you can get your content on, and it will open up a bigger audience for you. Bigger audience. And I'm not only talking about YouTube, man. I'm talking about, don't leave it on just Instagram. Don't leave it on TikTok only. Like, you got to find those other websites. And then, because what happens is, when it comes to business, in order for you to be really solidified and really get your name out there, you have to be on over like either 300 or 500 websites. That's the thing. That's why when rap artists drop their albums, the record labels know that they have to get the content pushed to all these different media sources. So the word is skipping me right now. So what they do is either they have the connections already, or they pay for it to get done. So like all these vlogs and vlog websites and all these big time websites, they do an article on you, and next you know, you're off to the races, man. You start getting major deals. You get out there, man. Your content it starts spreading. But if you leave it on only one platform, it's just going to stay there. I mean, it'll get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get out there, but it won't get out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to do like big numbers, not because we're thirsty and greedy for money and stuff like that, but if we are gonna do it, why not get the big numbers and do it the way that we want to do it? Do it off of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You do it off of yourself. That's one thing I love. Like, you told me, you know, I'm honest, dude. You told me straight up and down, hey, this is the way I'm doing my show. And I was like trying to get like different questions asked, but you respectfully told me this is how I'm doing the show. Now you have your own niche, your own way. This is your show. I like the format. I didn't see the format at first, but once I did the format, I liked the format. And I watched every episode of that show so far. I watch your content in general. Don't get me wrong. Some stuff I can't understand because I don't understand the language when you're rapping. But I like the content. I like the format. But now, that format can't just be on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. It can't just be on there. It's got to be spread out. So now, let's say an article comes, I'm telling you, dude. Let's say somebody comes along, they say, "Oh man, that guy, you know, I don't want to say names, but the first person interviewed today, I like his interview. Is crazy. He's a wild person, blah blah." And that they do an article on him. When people come and search for that main article and then look for more articles, they're gonna find you. But what if they can't find you just on YouTube? Or what if somebody doesn't like YouTube? What if somebody don't like TikTok? What if TikTok gets banned? You hear those stuff. What if companies go down? So you gotta spread your wings. You gotta let that stuff fly, man. Like if you look at my content, if you look at me, you just Google search me. I'm living proof. I search for websites every day. So like when I finish this later on today, I'm gonna go on Google and I'm gonna search up social media platforms, this platform, writing platform, blah, blah, graphic design platforms, platforms you post. I post my pictures on like 4 or 5 different websites. If I take 10 pictures today, I'm gonna go post those same 10 pictures on 10 different platforms. Like I'm spreading my wings. So if you want to find a picture of oO5 Dynasty, you Google me, you'll see how many different websites my pictures are on. You'll see that I write articles on different platforms. You see my videos are on Rumble, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Thriller, even my own website. You could go and get information. My About Me page. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a dynasty with like massive information of me on the internet before I even get a Wikipedia page. Boom. Drop the mic, son. Drop the fucking mic, son. Drop the fucking, before I even get it, because the Wikipedia page is like the last stop, because that's like the one of the most trusted sources on the internet. Dude, I even put my shit on archive.net. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go to archive.net. If you don't know, it archives the net. It's like a system where it's like it crawls the entire web, and it would take screenshots of everything. But you can also create an account on there and upload stuff that you want to be archived for the rest of your life. It won't be on your own platform, but at least it'll be on archive.net. So if somebody wants to go and find some Wigs OBK stuff, it'll be on there. Like, you got to think bigger than just what these companies are providing for us. They could shut us down at any time, close our pages at any time. That's why I got my own website. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that pointer because I don't want, and I'm not saying it is, but I don't want your wonderful show to just fall by just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got to get that shit on mad sites, dude. Get it out there. Maybe do a collab with another vlogger too, like, you know, an interviewer, like an interview. I don't know. You gotta like keep going, just keep going, my brother. Let me get out of here though. Appreciate you and everybody else. I'll talk to y'all later. Be on the lookout for more videos, more music, more beats, more rhyming, everything. oO5 Dynasty, you know, yeah. Let me stop.